Welcome to Jez's shed. I thought I'd go through a few things with you about cordless angle grinder, what makes it an invaluable tool. Okay. First of all, you can see here with a quick change thing, I've got the spindle lock on the back, a button there, and you've got a quick change, makes quick, easy changing anywhere. That's great. If they get a bit stuck, don't strike them with a hammer or anything. I've known people do that and then you damage the flip down handle. What I do, here we are, I have a large pair of water pump pliers. I always give them a twist with that then, if they get stuck. Okay, right, I've got here, I've got a 1mm 4.5 inch metal blade. Excellent, they really make a difference. Having a 1mm one really cuts through so much quicker than the thicker older ones. You know, if you want to cut any metal, that's what you want. You want to get, be very careful with them. They can damage very easily because they're so thin. So I tend to store them in the box that they come with. Okay, bear with me. Okay, what I thought I'd do, I'll show you some of the other blades that I think make the tool essential, really useful for any toolbox. Okay, concrete grinding blade. You want to grind any concrete, finish it, take off any burrs if you cast anything, if you want to soften any edges, put a chamfer on slabs or something, that's what you want, something like that. That's a 4-inch one. Lovely, you know, make such a thing. They last quite a while, you know, they wear down, but they're a very useful thing. Sometimes when I'm using these, if I've got a large area to chamfer or something, I use a corded one, and you have to be very careful. You obviously don't want the dust to destroy your machine or your lungs. Okay, flap disc, they're very useful. I get them in packs from Lidl, then they're different grits, then from sort of 40, 60, 80, 120 even maybe, and you can use them for softening off any wood or anything. Really useful, as well as taking paint off metal, which is what they're meant for. But there you are. Sometimes they in Lidl they come as 5-inch ones, which won't fit straight onto a 4.5-inch grinder, so I just run them round just to soften the edge on something else first, and then they'll fit in the grinder. Okay, metal grinding blade, very useful because you don't want to do it with a cutting blade because they can shatter. That's what you want if you've just got to take any burrs off or anything on metal. This here, a multi one, a Dronco multi-purpose one. Now this is really good for cutting plastics, rubber, all sorts of things like that. Very useful, softening off. It will cut other things, but it can gum up with metals and things, you know, and stone. And I don't want to wear it out because it's quite an expensive. It was £19, but I mean, I've had it for quite a few years. It's very useful for plastics and rubber. I get these cheap ones from Lidl as well. These stone grinding discs. You can get a pack of 5. They're like £1 each or something. Very useful for marking. And then, you know, start off, and then you can use a better disc to actually do the work. But these are very useful just to have in the toolbox. This is a new one to me. Okay, a Bosch carbide bit, very thin, and cheaper than the other multi-purpose discs I had. This was like £9 at Screwfix. But this, very useful, will cut timber as well. Then I found, as well as plastics, metals. This, you know, but really useful because you can do tight curves. I recently did some coping, and the cut ply forms that went in between. Then that was really useful. Just cut round, and because it's such a thin ply, this cuts through much better than any sort of other form of saw on a curve. Because I was going to use my reciprocating saw, but this was the thing. Very useful. Now, in a minute, I'm going to show you some of the things these discs can do. Then. Here we are, concrete grinding disc. I'll just do a quick bit on a slab now. Obviously glasses and ear defenders. Come with me. So you can see how that can chamfer off, take any burrs out or anything. If you need to do any tight work, if you do any returns on any little curbs or anything, you can just tidy up, along with cast work tidying. Now this is where small, there we are, you saw that, small discs come into their own, grinding discs, cutting stone cutting discs. There we are. Okay, the tight angles you can achieve on such a thing, and then you can cutting, like if I wanted to take that out, larger cuts like that, and then you could get a tight, I could chop that all out and then just have to finish off with a little grinder. I could take the big grinder across these lines. Okay, so a flap disc, this is why they're very useful as well. The sort of sheets of sandpaper on a disc. Finishing off burrs on a bit of timber. Cut off burrs like that. You can also curve. You can when you're cutting things into an awkward shape, you can then just nibble away with that. They are designed really for removing paintwork off metal, so they're very good for that. And sharpening pencils, always handy. See, you want one of them in your toolbox done. Okay, the carbide disc, thin carbide disc, that's a Bosch one from Screwfix. Okay, I need to have both hands and everything, so I'm going to have to put you down and then I'll show you what I'm doing. But I've got this thin bit of ply. Yeah, I'm going to cut something circular into it, very quick and easy. I then could touch it up with a flap disc if I wanted to soften this off, but you know, it's just I'm just showing you the versatility of those discs. Okay, obviously they do that on plastic as well. And then of course, the other thing we all know, wire cup discs as well, very useful cleaning off. On concrete work we often use it for removing moss and vegetation, you know, tight up on stone and everything in concrete, as well as cleaning paint off, very useful. Anyway, I hope maybe I can download this, maybe I can't. Okay, cheers, see ya.